guys, welcome back to Lick Branch Farm. As you can hear, it is a rainy day here in North Carolina. Wind's blowing pretty good. It's a little cool, so it's a perfect day to work inside the high tunnel. So there's not a lot that can be done outside today, and we're going to work in here and try to get some projects that we've been putting off for a while. I need to get all these trellis lines down from the cucumbers that we had back in the summer. I got a brace that's broken over here, and we had a windstorm come through a couple weeks ago, and the winds got up to, man, they were 50, 60 miles an hour. And it broke one of the heads off of the screws for the brace, so I'm gonna put another screw in that. And we're probably gonna get these sugar snap piece trellis today. I got an idea that I want to try. I did it outside last year and it worked pretty good. So we're gonna try to implement that on the inside. But first, I'm gonna get this brace fixed, and then we're gonna move on to the trellising. And later on this afternoon, Betsy and I are gonna start some seeds up at the house. I've got 6 trays up there, 6 338 trays. They're prop techs. And we're going to start some red beets, and we're going to start some spinach. I got 2 different types of spinach I'm going to start. Alright guys, so we're going to get ready to put these T-posts in the ground. I got these 8-footers in here, and I've already started this one, but I wanted to, for the poles that you're going to use for trellising and stuff like that, I'd recommend knocking that plate off of the bottom, just because, I mean, it's just more trouble than it's worth to get in here, and it's not like it's going to pull it one way or the other like a fence would. So yeah. And another tip, if you're going to put a trellis in something like this, go ahead and irrigate it the day before or the night before, and it'll soften up the soil some. I'm hoping these go in fairly easy. They should. Yeah. Yep, going in pretty good. And 3. Alright, so we got the ones at the front, so now the ones at the back. So we already know this is 26 feet from this end of the trellis to that end of the trellis. So all we're going to do is split the difference at 13 feet and put the 6-footer in. 11, 12, 13. Alright guys, it's coming out pretty good out there right now, but I got the first 2 lines up, and you can see this is what we're doing. And then we're gonna come in. What we do is take this plant and kind of weave it in and out, and give it something just to grab hold to, and it'll do the work. It'll do the rest of it for it. Just run in and turn them in and out, just like this. See, this one's already hooked itself to the second one. So we're gonna run in, just like this, and we're gonna do that all the way down through there. So what that'll do, the next day or two, you'll come in here and look, these little tendrils will actually be attached to this string, and it'll support itself. It'll take a little bit of, you know, us coming in here and running them in and out and making sure that they got a hold to it. But yeah, more than likely what I'll do is go ahead and run another string on top of that. And then I'll get the other 2 lines done. And when I get done with everything all together, I'll give you guys a shot of it. Alright, for the most part that's done. Betsy's down there weaving everything in and out of the strings, making sure that it can actually get up under there and them tendrils can grab it, but some of them still a bit too short.
They sure are pretty, ain't they?
Yeah.
Tender and very fragile.
Yep. Don't take much to break them, so you have to be careful.
Yeah. I already got most of them done, I think.
Well, and what we'll do is come back in the next day or two and put another string above that and just give them something to reach up to. Once they grab that string, they'll take off from there. These things were started, I think, mid-December. No, December 7th or 8th or something like that, but got that out of the way.
I think I got some of them up here.
And then I'll
already hooked it out.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. It doesn't take them long, and I just planted them yesterday. They'll reach out and grab anything.
Yeah.
So, all right. So we up at the house now. Finally got done down there, starting some spinach. We got these 338 cell trays. Betsy's doing Sun Angel, and I'm doing Space. I bought like a half a pound of that stuff last year and split it up in Ziploc bags. But we double seeding these trays. I mean, we're putting 2 seeds in each spot just to make sure that they're coming up. You know, have a little bit of trouble with germination sometimes, simply because spinach likes a cooler soil to germinate in, and we do it in a germination chamber, so it's a little finicky, but we put 2 seeds in each cell just to make sure one of them sprouts. And Betsy's finishing hers up. This is what it looks like when we get done. See, you're gonna look at that and say that's a lot of seeds. But I mean, their spinach seeds is not incredibly expensive, but we want to ensure that every cell is going to have at least 1 plant in it, so we can plan for how much spinach we're going to need for a certain bed. So, you know, with what I tell you, 772 spinach seeds of space and of Sun Angel, then you know we should have plenty for a row. But we also take these little, I don't know what you call them, the label makers. Yeah, and label each tray with the what's in it, spinach, space, and the date we put it in a tray at 1/6, so we know how far, when it should be germinating. Like I said, spinach is temperamental anyway, but you know, we're gonna give it a shot. We're gonna set these to the side. We're gonna get 2 more trays, and we're gonna do the same thing again with the same seed, and then we're gonna move on to, what I tell you, beets and something else.
Was it lettuce, beets, lettuce, tomatoes?
3 trays of beets and 2 trays of lettuce. Yeah, we still got those to do. All right, guys, so we got all our trays done. We got 9 total. Now I come down here so I could top these off with peat moss and then water them in. We're going to put the lettuce in the germination chamber inside the barn, and we're going to bring the spinach and the beets out here in the high tunnel, and we're just going to set them on the ground and let them germinate in here. They can germinate in cool weather anyway, but it just saves me having to move them trays in and out every day. So we are going to top this thing off with peat moss. Now, you heard me say earlier that we have to use all organic inputs, or potting soils, or seed starting mixes and things of that nature. So we want to be careful. This is what we're using to start seeds in now. It's a Pro Mix organic. This is what we have to look for. As long as it says it's OMRI listed, then we're okay. So even with the worm castings, we use this, OMRI listed, and the peat moss, OMRI listed. If we do that, make sure that everything that we're using is listed, then we should be good. So what we're gonna do now is take some of this peat moss, and we're gonna go out here and we're gonna top these trays off. I probably need to get a bucket, but I'm gonna take one scoop out and see how far we get with them. We're gonna start with all of the spinach, and 4 trays of spinach, 2 space and 2 Sun Angel. So just dump them on, and what we're gonna do is basically just run around, kind of go over each one, make sure we top all the cells off. I'm gonna cover them pretty good. All right, guys, that's where we're gonna call a wrap for this one. It's about time to get up there. We've been at this all day. So I'm gonna get these seeds, or these trays, in the germination chamber inside the barn, and I'm gonna get the rest of them in here in the greenhouse and get them set up on the ground. Got them watered in good, so they should be good to go. So yeah, be looking for the next video that comes out. We're going to get into the organic side of this thing a little bit more, explain to you why we're doing this, and kind of give you a heads up on where the direction that we're headed with it. So if you haven't already, reach over here in this right hand corner and click that subscribe button and click the bell notification so you get notified every time we put out a video. As always, guys, we appreciate you stopping by. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.